Hi, this is Jennifer, and this is my FlossTube number 3 video. And this is Riley, who you can barely see. Come here. Maybe she'll come up here. Yeah, come on. Good girl, come on. Say hello. Thank you. This is Riley. She's shaved right now because she's almost has collie-like hair. Thank you, Riley. So she's half Great Pyrenees and half I'm not sure what. So she's with us today. I'm gonna sit back there. So if you hear any strange noises, that's her, and hopefully she won't start barking when the postman comes or something like that. So anyways, thank you so much for all the subscriptions and the nice comments from my last video. It's so nice to read those. Thank you very much. So very nice. I just wanted to show you what I was working on, or my progress. Very little progress. There's a strange like light that comes down on my head, I can see, but my camera is propped on my sewing machine. It was about the only place I could figure out that was high enough to prop it up on. So anyways, this is Viva La Frida. This is my progress on it. I love the butterfly. It's my favorite part. I love stitching this. I think it's so much fun to stitch. And I love the way that it's turning out. So I did finally start Now and Then. And I don't have much completed on it. This is a crazy week. It was college decision week, and it's just been a roller coaster ride in my house. So I did not get very far on this, but it's a start. Also, I ordered different fabric because originally I had 30 count and I just thought it was going to be too big looking. So I bought 32 count, and now I'm kind of worried that one of the blues is too close to the fabric color. But I'm going with it. Also, it's a little dodgy on the side. I'm worried that I'm cutting it pretty close. But that is the top of her, I guess it's a wreath on top of her head. So it looks like this. And I'm only doing the half lady, half skeleton part, not the overlay part. But at least it's a start. So, and it took, for some reason, I ordered it from 1, 2, 3 Stitch. It took quite a while to get here, a little bit longer than normal. So I wanted to show you some of the patterns that I purchased this week. And I noticed that for some reason they're all fall and Halloween themed. So I think it would be nice to live in a perpetual fall. So definitely my favorite season. So I got Fall Pumpkins Hornbook. Who did this? Elizabeth Ann Toledo. Dames of the Needle. And then Spirits and Spells by Brenda Gervais. And I think I saw someone, either Priscilla or Chelsea, or maybe both. They had this on one of their videos, and I loved it. It's hard to tell in the package. She's wearing a lot of blush. She might need to tone it down just a notch or two. I might tone it down for her. Plum Street Samplers Blackbird Fracture. You can see that. That's a lot of black. Plum Street Samplers Harvest Keeper. I love her hat. And all the flowers around the border. This is The Morning Tree by Whispered by the Wind. I haven't looked, but to me, just looking at the outside, it looks like the tombstones and the tree are all the same color. So I think I will maybe change the colors on this and do it on a mottled fabric like murky or something. Make the tree variegated, because I think it's just DMC. But I love that. The Prairie Schooler Hocus Pocus. A lot of people have done this, and this is set on my wish list forever. So I finally decided, can't see it, to go ahead and add it to my cart. It's been sitting there forever. I don't think I'm going to do some of the words in it. So like I might just make the owl solid. I don't know. Finally got it. This one I wasn't really that wild about when I first saw it a couple times, but it's grown on me. And now it seems that it's difficult to find. This is Halloween on the Farm by Kathy Barrick. When I originally ordered this, they had run out of patterns, and then even the distributor didn't have this pattern. So I ended up getting it on eBay. And then when I bought this one, I didn't realize how many specialty stitches were in it. And I'm not very good at specialty stitches. So we'll see what happens. But I love the cat and the blackbird. This is Pumpkin Patch Box. Let's see. Janet Douglas Designs. And this is the Drawn Thread, Welcome Halloween. I have another Drawn Thread Halloween pattern that's very similar to this, but I thought this one was cuter. So I think I'm going to do this one first. Yeah. The next thing I'm going to start after, well, no, I'll probably end up just starting it and working on it with these two that I'm working on now, is Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain by Kathy Barrick. This has everything that I love in one design. And it will probably take me forever to finish it. But I love it. Look at those cats. Don't you love them? It's fall. It's got tombstones. It has an owl. It has a morning theme. Yeah, everything that I love in a sampler is right here. And it'll take me forever. So I wanted to show you a couple of more things. As far as antique samplers, I only have one. And I bought it several years ago. I can't remember when. But was stitched by a girl named Sarah Ann Marvin in 1838. And it has a verse on it, which I'll read the verse. And I'm sorry about the glare. You can see where I have my camera propped up on my sewing machine. Let's see if you can see that. It says, this is dedicated to her mother who had passed away, I think around a year before she stitched it. My mother, she being dead yet speaketh, what say the happy dead? She bids me bear my load, with silent steps proceed, and follow her to God, till life's uneasy dream in rapture shall depart. She bids me give like her, to Christ my youthful heart. And her date is in the Crowns. I'm so sorry about the glare. I'm going to have to pick a new filming location in my house. Might try my breakfast area next time. And I love these birds. Of course, her name here. So what's really cool about this is Melinda Cole of Merrywin Farm reproduced this, and you can buy this sampler. Can you see it? From her. And she has a little bio on the back of Sarah Ann. So Sarah Ann was born in 1825, and her mother was Elizabeth Blake Marvin, who died in 1837. Sarah Ann never married, and by 1871 she'd moved to Cornwall with her only surviving sister, Martha. But it has a little write-up about Sarah, and she just did a phenomenal job. And it is so cool to see it reproduced like that. So you can get that from Melinda Cole. I wanted to show you, since we're still doing kind of show and tell, early works of Jennifer. This was the first cross-stitch piece that I had framed, and I can't remember. I think it's a dimensions kit. I don't remember I don't have the date on it. I don't have what pattern it was, but I know it was a kit. And there's like French knots here, which I am sure my mother did for me, because I'm still terrible, sorry about the glare, at French knots. Yeah, if anyone knows the name of this kit, that would be pretty cool. I don't keep it on the wall anymore. It sort of sits in my closet. But I was really proud of this when I completed it. It's done on Aida. So yeah. Late 90s sometime. This was one of my mother's pieces. And again, I don't know what the pattern is. I think it is a Prairie Schooler pattern. And it's the 12 months of the year. Doesn't it look Prairie Schooler to you? There are all these little individual pillows. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, it's completely out of order. Maybe when I moved, I just put the pillows. Yeah, Thanksgiving is not first. So I need to give it a good dusting. Maybe someone can tell me what this is. Yeah. So that's one of the things that my mother stitched. She stitched a ton. Let's see, what else? I do not use Aida, and I feel like if you have stuff that you're never going to use, it's a good idea to pass it along to people who will use it. Yeah, I just like linen. I stopped stitching on Aida a while ago, but I have all of this Aida. Excuse me just a minute, let me grab it up. Okay. All of this. And then these. What is this? A bread cover. I don't know. I'm not going to stitch on that though. Just sort of sits in my drawer. So instead of having all this sit in a drawer, I'll make it like a little giveaway. So So if you just type in the comments that you would like this Ada, I will just have my son randomly pick someone, and in my next video I'll tell you who and I'll mail it to you, because there's no point in it just sitting here not going to use. And I also have loads of kits with the same issue. So we'll do 2 giveaways. We'll do an Ada giveaway and we'll do a kit giveaway. And then I'll just ask my son to pick some random numbers, and then I'll go through the comment thread and figure out who gets these. So we'll do them as 2 separate things. Let's see, this is a Gold Collection Dimensions Winter Memories. And I'm just never going to stitch this. So there's no point in it living in my sewing room collecting dust. So it needs a good home. And along with that, you get, let's see, American Folk Art. Yeah, I've got to start going through some of these patterns and these kits and things that I'm not going to use. So I think that's a good way to do it on my videos. So just type in the comment, kit or Ada, and then I'll just have my son pick some random numbers, the number of comments, and I'll mail them to you. So, yeah, I think that's it. Wanted to make it short, not too long. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you again so much for subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.